When I bought my beach house, I thought I was finally done taking care of everyone. For once in my life, I wanted to wake up to the sound of waves instead of alarm clocks, to sip coffee in peace instead of rushing to work, and to breathe without worrying who needed what from me. I had spent 43 years working as a mechanic, saving every dollar I could. My late wife, Maria, always dreamed of living by the ocean. When we retire, Tom, she used to say, let's buy a little house by the beach and grow old watching sunsets. She didn't live long enough to see that dream. Cancer took her too soon. For years after her death, I worked even harder, maybe to fill the emptiness, maybe to keep her dream alive. And when I finally retired, I kept my promise. I found a small 2-bedroom beach house with white shutters and a wraparound porch that faced the sea. It was perfect, quiet, peaceful, mine. For the first few weeks, life was everything I imagined. I'd rise before dawn, make a pot of coffee, and watch the sky bloom in colors I didn't even know existed. I started painting again, something I hadn't done since my 20s. The smell of salt and the rhythm of waves became my new heartbeat. Then one morning, my phone rang. Dad! It was my son Ryan. Wes, what? We're coming to visit this weekend? The kids can't wait to see your new place. I smiled. That sounds great, son. How many of you? Oh, just us. Well, maybe a couple friends. You'll love them. I didn't think much of it. A family visit sounded nice. But I wasn't ready for what pulled up in my driveway that Friday evening. 2 SUVs, 1 van, and a truck. Out poured Ryan, his wife Megan, their 2 kids, 4 of their friends, and 2 more families I'd never met. 12 people in total. They carried beach bags, coolers, boxes of snacks, loudspeakers, and enough towels to dry a small army. Surprise, Dad, Ryan said, throwing an arm around me. We thought we'd make a weekend of it. Before I could respond, Megan was already unloading groceries from my fridge. Kids were running across the porch. One man was connecting a speaker. Someone else asked where the extra bathroom was. My peaceful home turned into a beach hostel in 10 minutes flat. That night, I barely slept. The walls shook with laughter, music, and shouting. By morning, the kitchen looked like a hurricane had hit it. Cereal on the floor, dishes stacked in the sink, sand everywhere. Dad, can you make more pancakes? Dad, where's the beach umbrella? Dad, the grill's not working. I smiled through it all, but inside I was burning. My retirement, my peace, my dream, swallowed by noise. By Sunday, I was exhausted. I expected them to leave after the weekend, but Ryan said, "We took Monday off." Thought we'd stay an extra day. That's when I realized this wasn't a one-time thing. They thought my house was now the family vacation spot. I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I just waited until they left, hugged my grandkids goodbye, and stood in silence as their cars disappeared down the coastal road. The house was a mess, but the quiet was beautiful again. That night, I made a decision. The next weekend, Ryan called again. "Hey, Dad, we're heading down again, bringing some coworkers this time. Hope that's okay?" "Of course," I said with a calm voice. "I'll be expecting you." But I wasn't there when they arrived. Instead, there was a note taped to the front door. It read, "Dear Ryan, I went on a little trip myself, finally taking that fishing break I've dreamed of. The beach house is being rented to some wonderful guests for the next few weekends. Please don't worry. They're paying enough to cover the maintenance and cleaning. Love, Dad." An hour later, my phone rang. It was Ryan. "Dad, what is this? There are strangers here saying they rented the house?" "That's right," I said, sipping coffee on my friend's boat miles away. "I thought it'd be a shame for the house to sit empty. Plus, they're more respectful guests than your last group." "Dade, we didn't mean." "I know you didn't, son. But you need to understand. Peace isn't a gift people give you. It's something you have to protect." There was silence for a moment. Then Ryan sighed. "You're right, Dad. I'm sorry. We didn't think about what you needed." "It's all right," I said softly. "You just forgot this was my retirement home, not a resort. Sometimes we all forget to appreciate what others have built for themselves." A month passed before I returned home. When I did, everything was calm again. Clean floors, the scent of sea salt, the gentle hum of waves against the shore. One Saturday, Ryan came by alone, just him and the kids. No crowd, no coolers, no chaos. We spent the day fishing off the dock, laughing and sharing stories about their mother. As the sun dipped low, Ryan turned to me. "Dad, I get it now. You worked your whole life for this peace. I should have respected that. Next time it'll just be family." I smiled. That's all I ever wanted. That evening, we watched the sunset together, the same kind Maria once dreamed of. For the first time in a long while, I felt her beside me. Peace wasn't just silence anymore. It was understanding, forgiveness, and the soft sound of waves carrying the past away. Moral of the story: sometimes love means saying no. Peace isn't selfish, it's sacred. And those who truly love you will learn to respect it. Would you lick?